For the very first time, we had the privilege of organizing this landmark festival in Kuala Lumpur, which will witness a collaboration between the public and private sectors, key industry players, and the academy, all of us in the science and technology field coming together, to create wonder and inspire interest in science and technology among our people. Inspired by science festivals from other parts of the world, like Edinburgh, Manchester, New York, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, we Petrosains Science Festival here also aim to be an iconic platform that will bridge the practice of science with the everyday through a momentous celebration of science as a culture that is highly accessible to all. Ladies and gentlemen, science is all around us and it influences every facet of our lives. But many view science as maybe an academic pursuit that is for the exclusive few, because it is challenging. Science indeed frames or should frame our understanding of the natural and man-made world, and the importance and relevance of science to everyone is and should be at least evident to all of us. There's so many of them, but I will just name for today at least I'd like to have the opportunity to thank the key partners, which is Petronas, Google, Telecom Malaysia, as well as all the partners from various government agencies, so many of them. You have to look at our logo and all the lists, the ages, and all the universities and academia that have joined forces with us. I know you've done this sincerely from your heart because we all have the same noble vision to inspire the people in Malaysia, our public. So thank you so much to all of you.
As a gesture of appreciation and gratitude towards our partners' participation and contribution in this festival, we will now proceed with the signing ceremony between Petrosains and the key partners of this festival, namely Petronas, Google Malaysia, Telecom Malaysia, The Star, and Nova Spectra. Call upon Mr. Calvin Khan, Executive Vice President.
I'll just do one on this side of the stage, but when we have vinegar and bicarb soda mixing together, the chemical reaction makes bubbles. Bubbles of carbon dioxide, the same bubbles that make your soft drink fizzy, are making this rocket launch. Those bubbles build up inside the container, and pretty soon, off it goes. And a good scientist always cleans up after themselves. Now, I did promise you 3 things, but maybe we'll go for 4 because I've got another little launcher in my pocket, and this is going to use the same science, the science of pressure, but a different chemical reaction. And as you can see, I'm doing a very scientific part of the procedure. Can anyone tell what variable I'm changing?
Heat.
Yeah, temperature. Okay, temperature. Now, I'm warming it up and I'm just going to check. Ding! Oh, it's ready, okay. So it's ready now, it's warmed up, the ethanol's evaporated, it's floating around in the air, and then it gives a much, much better explosion. Now, should we have a little countdown just for 3? Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Careful. Is who drove here today in a car powered by petrol? Yeah? No, I'm quite serious. Because this is how your car works. You have a little spark plug, you have fuel, we've used ethanol, you might use petrol, and we can release energy, and that's actually how your car actually works. But I think to finish off with, we need a bigger launch, something much bigger. Would you like to see something like that? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I have a big version of this experiment. Okay. This is to cannon. It's a cannon powered by pressure. Okay. Now we're going to put some fuel in. The fuel I'm using today is a mixture of ethanol and natural gas. And And in here we have another little spark. And of course, we need a cannonball for the day. Okay, we're going to pop this in and we're going to have our final launch. What better way to launch a science festival? We'll pop our fuel in, we're going to pop the ball in, we're going to mix it up because we need the fuel and we need the air all mixed together. And 3, 2, 1, kick! Not as big as usual, but a nice launch. If you want to see it get even bigger, you'll have to come along to the festival. Thank you very much.
Last prize. So I asked this many times at many workshops, and most people they say it's probably the same, or they must take a calculator out to do the math. But I did workshop last 2 weeks, and this one lady in the workshop was 70-year-old. And she could
macam-macam. But it is wonderful to see that punya relationship tu dengan mata kita sebenarnya. And we have, if you like Zumba, okay, and if you also like to see bubbles in a different way, please come and join our explainer too. That's where you see bubbles in a different way. You can see bubble, I think about 3 feet, 4 feet besarnya, and there's many things to see there. Now apart from that, we have science shows coming in on the 22nd, 23rd and the 24th. It is a wonderful thing to see what you saw just now, performed by Graham Walker. You'll see that kids at the age of 16 perform the same way, and they are from all over Malaysia. We've been doing it for the past 5 years. In fact, yesterday I was in Bandar Utama, met the first teacher and joined. So she was commenting that somehow the experience managed to help the kids to win something tonight. So with that, so see you this weekend.